Yo, let's get it. Let's get it. This, that, go and get it. You outside with it. What up, Papa Woo?
Huh? Oh, you talking to me? Oh shit, I'm sorry. Yes, you know. Salutations, good brother.
I'm gonna pause this right now.
Today's mathematics.
Stretch your mic out.
Oh. Who mans is this?
The
Who mans is
the
this?
bottom part, the shaft. No. I'm talking about the bottom. You see where it's sticking out?
This man is not helping his cause at all.
The bottom part. Yeah, just pull it up. Pull it
man,
up.
what's going
Pull this
on?
Yeah, there you go.
What is going
There
on?
we go. Hey,
You like that now?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
So you like that now?
Yo, he was just instructing me how to stretch it out.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
The nigga said the shaft.
How about now?
Nigga said pull it from the shaft from the bottom.
How about now?
Like the nigga just really gave me a jerk off.
No.
The nigga just sounded like he was out here giving jerk off tutorials.
No.
Man, how
You just
about
said
now?
stretch it. You just said to stretch it out. You gotta hold it from the shaft and bring it up. That sound like you. That sound like you trying to tell a nigga how to show a nigga how to jerk off. That's how it sound. Hey yo, me nigga. That's how it sound. That's how
How
it
about
sound.
now? Be good now?
Oh yeah. Salutations everybody. What's going on? Welcome to episode 111 of the Everyday Life podcast. I'm Tucker Carlson. This is my partner Don Lennon.
The boys are back in town.
you know what I mean.
Boys are back in town.
And I don't know any engineers that got fired, but you could just say that one is preach.
Basically, everybody at ESPN.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah, some nigga named Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's always a nigga named Dave
It's always
getting
Dave.
fired from somewhere.
That's a fact. But what up, though?
Welcome to another week of the bullshit. As I always say, gentlemen, how's everybody? Mentally, physically, can everybody tie their shoes? Can everybody
Of course.
think clearly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody got no knee tendonitis, nothing like that.
No.
Everybody chilling.
I'm good.
You look like you ain't getting no haircut. You ready for Unk games? 0 dark 30, huh? You ain't getting no cut. None of that, right? You coming out there straight business.
Straight business.
I'm coming out there with a deuce and a hookah with a fresh cut.
I love to see it.
Oh man.
I love to see it when you get your ass bust too.
Yeah, nigga, he let you tell it. Preach.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, baby? Everything all right? Everything all right at home?
Oh, yo.
Everything all right at home?
No. Never is.
Never it is. Never will it stop.
Never is.
Listen, that's what we're here for, man.
Thank you.
Anything you want to?
You guys are the support group. You guys are
Yeah,
my favorite.
exactly. We, just like any other male podcast, we using our powers for evil.
Look at that. See?
Yo, women hate. Yo, why do women hate niggas with a podcast, yo? Yo, they always shitting on the male podcast. Why? What do we do that's so wrong?
I don't blame them, to be honest with you.
So what do male podcasters do that's so wrong, in your opinion?
Black male or just male?
Or black. Okay, so we're gonna say black male. Because white podcasters, them niggas is just taking off. They talk to the OnlyFans bitches. Mm-hmm. They get all the stories about how they fuck.
Because I think
Because they talk with some purpose. We just be chewing the shit.
Right.
That's the problem.
Black men don't talk with purpose.
No. Niggas do not.
Let's get. Oh, you sound like you. No, get your shit off.
Niggas
Get your
don't.
shit off. Go ahead.
Anytime you want to talk with a purpose or you want to talk to stimulate some type of intellectual, conversation, niggas like, oh, you on that shit. Nah, all that niggas want to talk about is bitches and blowing money fast. So this is the result. Ain't no bitch. Listen, if you could give somebody something where they could learn something from it and be enlightened and entertained at the same time, they'll be like, yo, those black podcasters are popping. But if you just come out there and you on your misogynistic shit and you berating women and all that other stuff, they ain't trying to hear that shit. You got to get in the medicine with the candy.
Why you being a hypocrite?
Why am I being a hypocrite?
Yeah.
You asked a question. I don't see no where the
Because you said fuck these bitches on them. You said fuck these bitches on this show mad times.
Okay.
So why you just talking now? Why you saying, oh, if you want to be one of them niggas that's berading the women, you berate the women.
You asked.
You told him suck your dick one time too. I was there for that.
I probably did. Probably how I felt. But you asked a question.
But you're part of the problem.
I'm not part of the problem.
You ain't part of the solution.
Oh, I am the solution.
Okay, what is the solution? What
if
is
you
the solution?
Listen, if you par
to
with a purpose, you can get away with some shit. And them guys, they par with purposes. They talk their shit. Don't get me wrong, they talk and they go in too. But they mix it up. You gotta know how to mix it up. You gotta be versatile and having conversations with people and stimulating different parts of their brain, or make them see something they never seen before, so they can react a certain way. But we don't do that, or we not trying to do that. So therefore,
wait, we as in Black Male Parker, or we as in us? He at the ELP. You got put the name on the bullet now.
I guess it's Black Male Podcast.
Oh, I'm saying
because people that don't listen to us gonna say the same thing. They gonna say Black Male Podcast. So it gotta be, as a whole, we're not doing our job. We need to step it up.
And that pertains to stepping it up. I'm talking about.
Yeah, that pertains to all of us.
No. I'm talking about what is your definition of stepping it up? Come on, keep feeding the medicine and the candy, baby. Come on.
And the candy.
Come on.
You gotta be more intriguing, more interesting. So you gotta have them, you know what I'm saying? Be more inclusive to them also. Like, you gotta understand that your core audience may be men or whatever, but the women do listen too, because they want to know how a man thinks. Some women do want to, cater to a man, take care of a man, and help a man out. So this podcast should be able, or other podcasts should be able to give that balance, so where it's not just 100% of fuckery and leaving women just stuck with this notion of that men, like these podcasters ain't shit. They just venting, or they got mommy issues, daddy issues, girlfriend issues, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? If you mix it up a little bit and make everybody feel like their opinion is being counted and listened to, then it could work. But some guys just go out on the pedestal and they just go up on the roof and just start shooting. And they shooting with the Rambo, the AR-15, with the scope. So it's crazy. I listen to some dudes, I'm like, yo, y'all talking some shit that it sound good. And if 2 of your mans or 3 of your mans, that's not the thinking of everyone, So you got to step it up.
What do you think you need to do different as a Black male podcaster?
Do different as a Black male podcaster? Probably get some more participation from other people. I mean, we ask people to come up here and talk.
No, I'm talking about you individually. What do you feel like your contribution
that's what I'm saying.
as a Black male podcaster?
Still got to sharpen steel. I can't just sit down here and talk shit. Like, if we don't know something, you got to talk to somebody that actually knows it, lives it, and bees it. And you just can't say we can't just give opinions on things that we not in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got no skin in the game and we just talking this shit. This is why when certain people talk their shit, we look at them like, yo, you get the fuck out of here, Steve Harvey. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you talking crazy. Because you're not in the know. Like, you have to be in the know. You got to, at least, if you don't want to be in the know, get somebody that understands it so they can relate it and talk. You know what I'm saying? People want to see other people. The same way how we are consumed with social media all the time is the same thing. We want to be nosy. We want to know the nitty gritty of the shit. We want to know the nasty parts of certain things. So we got to get people that want to, just don't scratch the surface on topics. Go in, do your research, have some sources to back up your research, and then state your opinion and why you feel so emphatic on certain subject matters. But just talking this shit is like, whatever. They just want to get some shit off their chest. But if you talk that talk, they gonna tune the fuck in and they gonna listen. And then they gonna be like, okay, I see what they saying now. It's always good to like give people 2 perspectives of a subject so they can see the other scenario. So, what would you do?
What do you mean? Well, I'll do what?
As a podcaster, do your part as a podcaster. Because I don't even want to say Black podcaster, just as a podcaster.
No, nigga, we Black. Nigga, say it what it is. We're a black podcast.
We
Nigga.
black by default, nigga. We ain't say, yo, I want to be black.
All right, okay. So being that we're black by default, nigga, this podcast is a black podcast by default. It ain't no, okay, all right. You on Raven Simone time. You don't want to be an African American. You want to be an American.
No, I'm not saying that either. how the fuck did we get here?
No, I'm just saying you like, we're not a black podcast. We're a podcast. Okay.
We are black.
So you're not a black man, you're a man.
We are podcasters that are black. Like, yes, you can't shake that. Like, it is what it is.
So you're a black man or a man?
Black first, right? Because we see with our eyes, right?
Yeah. So you're a black man, right? This is a black podcast, nigga. And that's the way I'm fucking promoting it. It's a black podcast.
Go deeper into your theory of it being a black podcast. Go deep into that.
What, being a, okay. Oh, you talking about touching on, oh yeah, touching on the everyday issues of an African American. There are things out there that we go through that other races don't. So when we touch on that and other people understand that.
Think as the podcast, we touch on that?
Sometimes we do. I think we do our part. Do we do it all the time?
We don't do our part. Do we do our part?
Is a black podcast or just a podcast?
I say black. He say regular. If you want to answer both,
I'm just saying
cool.
podcast. Like, don't pigeonhole me as just being a black podcast.
All right, so let me ask you a question. If a company or corporate company came to y'all and said, "Oh, hey, great, we want to put you in our black division," would you feel a certain way about that?
He wouldn't. I would. Because there's a ceiling on my earnings.
Because then you're now in a box.
There's a ceiling on my earnings. And you cannot tell me
that's a box.
A ceiling on my earnings. He would like that.
No, first of all, stop speaking for me. That's one. You do that a lot. You fucking do that a lot.
You just
shut up. Stop doing that, yo.
Did he
stop doing that?
Did he not just do that to me just now?
What'd I say?
Did he not just do that to me? My oh my.
What I just no. You said no. I did not do anything to you. I just said I was talking about how you know what I'm saying, how you was differentiating something. You just said, oh, if a white man came up to us with the money, he gonna take the money. But I'm gonna say no.
I didn't say that.
What?
I did not say
That's
that.
what you just implied.
I didn't say that.
All right, now would it bother you if a corporate company said we want to put you in a black department of our?
Yeah, no, very much so that would bother me. First of all, what the fuck is a black department? That's one.
But you're just saying you want to lean in on the black podcast.
Okay, all right, yes. I mean, being a black, I have no I'm proud that we are a black podcast. I'm proud of that. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna take me to a fucking, you're not gonna take me to a corporation and open the door and go, hey, this is where we put the black people.
But you do know that's the definition of a corporation.
What? What's the definition of a corporation?
To create divisions, and when those divisions that they have different structures. So when this division, you're part of this division, you're part of this fold.
Right. Okay.
In the umbrella of the corporation.
Division and segregation is different. You don't go to a corporation where this is the Puerto Rican department. These niggas go. All the Puerto Ricans are here to do this.
It's said in certain ways. For instance, $1 million worth of game is not the same as any other Barstool.
Yeah, I know.
Podcast. What demographic you think $1 million worth of game is for?
Oh, it's to cater to the black audience.
All right.
And what is Barstool?
Well, Barstool is predominantly white.
No.
From what I understand.
Barstool is a corporation.
It's a corporation. Now, not saying that they've said, oh, this is our black podcast, but we all know they're there to attract a demographic. Which demographic? Black people. Or I hate this word, but urban
right.
audience, which is black.
Right.
So the whites don't do the same thing?
What category is whites under?
Whites don't. No, I mean, if you look at it, Joe Rogan isn't considered a white podcast.
He's a podcaster.
No, he's a podcaster.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, y'all brought up some deep shit right now.
If Joe
he has black
guests, keep scratching the surface. I understand that, but would Joe Rogan be considered a black if he was black? Is what I'm saying. If Joe Rogan was black, they'll be saying this. They'll be saying the same thing that I'm saying. But I'm just saying.
No, not necessarily.
No.
We can't say that because we can't definitively say that because Joe Rogan ain't black.
Do you want to go with another Joe? What is that Joe? That Joe.
That Joe is black.
Okay.
And he has a whole bunch of black co-hosts, and people will say he's a black.
And he talks about black. Yeah, he talks about black content. Mm-hmm. I mean, he talks about black news and black content. He talks about I hate this word too.
That's what we do.
I don't think. I mean, to a certain degree,
he talks about white stuff too. He does.
Yeah,
talk
but
about white culture.
All right, but is his demographic listening to that?
Yeah. Exactly.
They're not.
No.
Think so?
No.
He spoke about Alec Baldwin. He spoke about different things before.
Yeah, they probably press skip. Like, let's be real.
so?
I think they fast forward.
But I think it's all about how you talk about something, too. I think how you talk about something intrigues the listener. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about it to, you know what I'm saying, to how can I put it, like an interesting tone or interesting way of putting things, I think people listen to it.
Right. If you're a good storyteller, you know how to capture the audience. It's always going to be like that.
And that's what I'm saying.
But by saying that you're a black podcaster,
you end up putting yourself in the box.
You're gonna put yourself
because
in the
once
I'll get put in the box
I'm
regardless.
To believe this shit. I would have disagreed maybe 5 years ago, but as I've gotten older, like I'm on that Morgan Freeman shit. Like, yo, we need to get rid of Black History Month type shit.
Yeah.
That bid needed to go.
Just because it's gotten to the point where like being black was because we weren't being accepted somewhere. I think that was one of the reasons why a BET existed, because they weren't rocking with our shit. Right. So I understand why. Oh no, this is the urban network. I get it.
But what's wrong with having something for us?
Okay.
Ain't that the whole point of black-owned business?
No, I disagree. I think it depends on the product. I don't think putting black-owned business is always. I don't want to say smart. I just don't think it's effective. Meaning, like, I think it depends on the product. For instance. I think there's this black-owned watch brand. Mm-hmm. I don't think it does a service by saying, yo, we're black-owned watch brand. Like, because watch people who buy watches, they buy it for watches. They don't necessarily buy it for who owns it. Like, they couldn't tell you who owns Rolex.
Black starts to be a novelty.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
But I've heard you say before you're a black clothing designer. I've heard you say that. I don't know how many times you use
That's
it.
different.
But I heard you say
but that's the
what?
point. That's different.
Being a black clothing designer, being a black watchmaker is different.
Well, okay, I'll give you a perfect. All right, great.
Two people that sell some shit.
No, because watches have a distinct. A watch is a watch. So there's different styles, but there's watches of watches. Fashion is different. If a person dresses urban, there's a different. It's like different from a person who lives maybe in Arkansas, and doesn't dress. Fashion is you can definitely differentiate between fashion designers and like cultures, essentially. Because what ends up happening is they'll take our shit regardless, then they'll call it their own. So that's where I say, black-owned fashion, that's different from black watches. That's like saying a black automator or a black-owned car maker. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I want to get, does the shit work? Does it get me to A and B? It has nothing to do with the culture. It has no effect on the culture. Do you get me from point A to B? Do you have great features? Are you reliable? Like mechanically, does it work properly? Whereas the fashion is a form of expression. So like a shirt that he might wear, like maybe it's a Marvin Gaye on it, or a person in Nebraska is not wearing that same Marvin Gaye shirt as a person in Brooklyn. You understand?
It all depends on the person though. I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm like, if Red sells a hoodie for $125
right.
and Tommy Hilfiger sells a hoodie for $125,
right?
What the fuck does it matter which one I buy?
But then it does because
why?
It shouldn't.
One is supporting you. One is supporting the black man. One is supporting the white man.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing with a car.
You can't give the
you got the black automaker and you got the Tesla. One supports Elon Musk. One supports this nigga. You don't care as long as they both work. I don't care as long as the hoodie is fire.
You're giving consumers too much credit. You're thinking they're smarter than they are. They're not. In all actuality, that may sound offensive, but consumers aren't. Consumers. That's why they pay so much for commercials and they put certain people in commercials. Because subconsciously, that triggers a person to gravitate towards a product. So
no, I get that, but you just said when it came to a car, you don't
because
a car is not
a car is not a form of expression as a mechanical purpose.
A car is not a form of expression.
No, in terms of
niggas buy certain cars for certain reasons. What do you mean?
If we're talking about a main purpose, so you would buy a car because it's black owned. Or you wouldn't buy a car because it's a car.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm talking about I'm talking about the different kinds of cars, the exotic luxury cars.
No, that's
those get bought. No,
that's class in comparison to race. We have high profile black people. That is a thing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm talking about that's when it comes to luxury, that has to do more with machinery. Mm-hmm. When we're talking about race, that has to do more with culture. Mm-hmm. So an Indian person is not going to wear a Black Crown Life hoodie because they're used to wearing a certain garb or they're used to wearing a certain attire. But somebody who's affiliated or familiar with urban culture, they can understand the expressions.
So what if he sold suits?
Okay, yeah, if he sold suits, that's different. Suits are about the office and back. There's no true form of expression in terms of suits are. Mainly how you change it up.
But you can have on but that's the thing. You can have on just like in that movie with Chris Rock, Head of State.
Right.
When he was about to give his primary debate speech or whatever, and the girl said, "Nice suit," and he opened the inside, and it was a FUBU suit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He still had on the attire he was supposed to have on as a president.
Right.
But it was black on.
But that was
you can still rap. You know what I'm saying, and look a certain way.
Do you care what the brand of us mortals? I'll ask Reg this. Do you care what the brand of a suit is rather than what the suit looks like?
Tell the truth.
What the suit looks like.
Exactly. The suit is about people. Now, when it comes to the culture, they'll use the black suit as like the Steve Harvey suit, the oversized suits that are colorful and so on and so forth. The orange button everywhere suits. Okay, that might be a certain expression, and that might be considered urban with the alligator shoes on and all that. But if we're just talking about suits in general, if you're gonna wear one to a funeral or something like that, people don't really care about the brand of a suit like that.
No,
unless you're going to the Oscars.
Yeah, I'm talking about going somewhere where clothing matters. Mm-hmm. If you dress as somebody for the Met Gala or some shit like that, right? But you know, black people go to the Met Gala. Whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, he makes some fly shit, and this other designer make fly. He make fly shit. Versace make fly shit.
Right.
Now it all depends on who you just want to go with.
It all depends on what I like.
And you might like both. I like
both.
red shit, and I like Versace shit too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying. But some people might take pride in wearing his shit because he's black.
That's fair. That's fine. But you're talking about fashion once again, where it's like that's a personal expression. Like that's what I'm wearing a watch. Once again, you could go around saying, "Yo, I'm wearing a black-owned watch."
Yeah. Some people might take pride in that.
Okay, that the pride is one thing, but I don't think economically or marketing wise that works.
Certain things shouldn't have this black should not be the selling point.
And when he says it's like it's a novelty, it's like, oh, cool. Does that? So if I go around saying there's a black on watch, you think it's going to increase their sales?
If Richard Mille was black, it might. If Richard Mille was black, like I'm talking about, if one of the heavy hitters in the watch game was black, whoever make Patek, whoever make, just pick one of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, if they made if that nigga was black, niggas would take pride in with having that watch.
I think it's just all about once again, I think it's about if it's a watch or if it's something mechanical, it's like, nah, that's just, it serves a specific purpose. It's a watch. If I like watch connoisseurs are into that specific thing, I'll give you a perfect example.
They wouldn't even call it watches. They call them timepieces.
Right.
It's really on that kind of situation. It's level seven, right?
Right.
So you could be a black watch company, right? You're a black watch company. If you're really up on your shit, you could just be a timepiece company.
You could
that's
be like
more marketable than anything.
Yes, that's what that in that industry.
Timepieces will sell different things like pocket watches.
No, but meaning
watches,
like he's saying like he's right when he's saying like if you're really about that watch shit, then he's right. You're selling a specific, like you have specific types of watches you are selling. For instance, Dave Portnoy came out with his own brand of watches. Flopped. You don't know because he's not a watch guy.
Right.
Didn't matter if you're a black guy, white guy, ultimate rich white guy. Release watches. They didn't give a fuck about it. They were talking so much shit about his shit. You wanna know why? Because it's a certain product that people don't give a fuck about.
He's a poser.
It's a poser. Like, nah, we want to know what the quality of this shit is. So, for instance, I could be a automaker and say, yo, y'all gotta support me because I'm a black automaker. Buy my shit. At the end of the day, you could be like, yo, bet I bought a black-owned car. Does this shit work? Like, is this shit efficient? It run on electric? Or should it just be, by the way, and he's black? That's really dope. It shouldn't just be you got to buy it because I'm a black. It's black.
No.
owned.
I'm not saying buying it because somebody's black. Go ahead.
Just like how you saying you're not saying buy because somebody's black, is the same correlation as saying I'm a black podcaster. Listen to me. That's what I get, and that's what people that's on the outside listening, they're gonna get. And this is why, what most marketing companies do, they do their little surveys, and they saying, yo, this is how people feel about you. So you belong in this black box, and you're gonna stay in this black box, and your cap on your money is gonna be this. And everybody else that doesn't identify as that, they're gonna have a higher revenue stream, a higher cap on what they can earn and cannot earn. And the opportunities may be greater for them.
Right.
Because if this is what you say now correlates to your audience. If you say, yo, I'm just a podcaster and my color is black, that's great. That's fine. But you doubling down on that, that means you could never entertain a conversation where it matters to white people.
You're putting yourself in a box.
They'll put us in. No, we'll get put in the box anyway.
Okay.
Because the majority of our listeners are going to be.
Let me ask you a question.
Are African American.
Who do you think?
So we'll get put in the box anyway. Like, nobody look. Only people listening to y'all is black. So we gonna be labeled as that shit.
But check this out though. If you, as a person, right, you make content and your content can cross over, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who you. Yeah.
Because
if y'all have guests like Navy SEALs or whatever, just from jump. If the spectrum of your content is just wide in terms of topics, that's what Rogan has. Rogan will talk about hunting, medical shit, politics,
space shit,
comedy. He has like. He can cover all of it.
Right. He's versatile enough to
I don't look at him like, dang, he's a white podcaster that make it. No, he talks about everything in a wide array of things. When you mention, I'll ask y'all both. I think we even had this conversation before. Do you know who's the highest rated radio station in New York City?
We had this conversation before.
Right.
I forgot who you said.
Right. So BLS.
Right. Okay.
Right.
BLS.
Now, let's go back to what Reg said. When you start saying that, you would consider that an urban company, right?
They have black VJs, black DJs, black, you know what I'm saying? So, right, okay.
But they make less money than the 7th highest rated radio station. And why is that? Because you automatically put them in a box. Well, not that they automatically put them, but just based on what they give out, black music, R&B, and old school, the corporations then sees them as,
they don't play country music.
We can only get that type of demographic, which is black, low income. Y'all going to Major World. Y'all not going to Ray Katina Mercedes-Benz. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to, you're going to go see, I remember there was a time where they were doing like paternity tests, and that was like really pissing me off. Like they were selling mobile paternity tests and shit.
So, all right. So if that's the case, why would we rather listen to Hot 97 than Z100? In all our cars right now, like in the radio, when you program the radio, Z100 is not in.
Yeah, but I mean, we
listen to black radio stations for a reason. Us.
Hold on, how many black radio stations they have in New York City right now?
To my knowledge,
yeah,
I think Hot 97, Power 105. To me, it could be more.
There might be one more.
That's 4.
It's 4 of them?
There's Hot 97, Power 105, WBLS, and the
other one is like on the 90s though.
Yeah, 94.9. What's that shit called? I forgot.
But I don't even say they marketing that heavy.
Nah, they're trying to take the place of what Kiss FM was, pretty much.
So there's those, right? And then you got the other ones. You got the CD 101s. You got those.
But they play what different radio stations play different shit.
Right. Then you got the Z100 is top 40.
Yeah.
So Z100 is going to play your shit whether you're black or white.
Right.
They're top 40.
Right.
Okay.
So quintessentially, that's what Joe Rogan is.
Right.
Top 40.
All right, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, 1, 2, 3 in here, we'll listen to Hot 97 before we listen to
No,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
you know what I listen
that's
to?
not true.
Honestly,
I don't even listen to radio.
No, you about to start that bullshit.
What's that bullshit?
You about to start that bullshit because you ain't never asked me to go to you have
you
never
asked, jumping at me. You don't even know what I'm about.
Oh, how does it feel? How does it feel? How does it fucking feel? How does it fucking feel? The nigga will hit me in a minute to go to Summer Jam, but the nigga ain't never asked me to go to Z100 Jingle Ball.
Because I don't go.
Why?
It doesn't interest me. And Summer Jam never interests me either.
What I'm saying is, if I tell you I'm going to a Future concert, you like, bet, let's get the tickets, let's do it, I'm gonna go. If I say I'm going to see Garth Brooks, I'm sitting that one out. That's what I'm saying, Reg.
That's not the same correlation.
Why not?
Because that's not the same correlation. if there was another,
we go to black concerts.
I would go to a white concert if it interests me.
I would go to a Michael McDonald concert ASAP. Are you crazy?
If it interests me.
You crazy?
If it doesn't interest me, I'm not going.
And I don't even listen to radio. I listen to sports radio because I don't even think music radio even needs to exist anymore because it's all like.
But when we do turn on the radio,
right.
We're looking for the channel with the hip hop or the R&B.
No,
that's what I'm telling you.
I can tell you what my station is right now, right?
Bro, when I go to your house, you never all the shit you talking about. You've never played it when I was there. I don't know if you dumbing it down for me. Yeah, fuck. I knew he was gonna say that. I fucking knew he was gonna say that, yo. How the fuck did I? That's the easiest way to get out of something. I had company, so you know. So I'm entertaining me. This nigga here.
Listen.
You be having them financial part, whatever you listen to on blast.
Yes.
That ain't entertaining me. You don't give a fuck if I don't like that shit or not. So then why would you dumb it down with music? That's why I don't believe you.
It's different.
No, it ain't different.
Music
if you're gonna cater to me, cater to me. Don't be like, well, this is what I'm playing. You gonna listen to it whether you like it or not. And then when it comes to the music, it's going, all right, I know Duce like this rap shit and do this. No, that shit makes no sense.
Coming over.
That shit makes no sense. If you gonna cater to me, nigga, put out fried chicken and Kool-Aid or something.
Let's play this shuck and jive shit just to appease this man.
But I'm catering to you, though.
We go get some KFC for this nigga. For this fucking
nigga. You
nigga.
feel comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't cater to me. You
to
said,
you.
bro, I'm making keto lasagna, nigga. Take this.
KFC for this.
Yeah.
I'm catering to you. Like,
this nigga's so foolish. I love you, though, but you full of shit, man.
You gotta understand that. Like, there's certain things that you cater to your audience. So
I'm not your fucking audience, bro. Don't see, now you going too far. Now you going too far. This nigga here.
I'm weak.
This nigga just put on a whole song and dance about when I come to his house. He makes sure
he said, his
guest is comfortable.
All right, I guess I gotta let me start this Kool-Aid real quick here and get this nigga right.
It's the reason why my seat is in front of the drink maker, right?
Let me go get some Hennessy. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
He will never drink any red wine.
You put 5 pounds of sugar on there.
Duce coming over, make sure we got ice. Nigga, don't let this nigga fool you.
All right, put on BET. Put on BET. Make sure he's comfortable.
Put in the linen smelling on smell goods. Plug them in.
But look at it like this. Like,
hide the hoodies though, because this is gonna ask for one.
You don't want. But the thing is, like, he's right about it. Like Joe Rogan can talk. He's not a white podcaster. He's just a podcaster. Whereas when you immediately say, "Yo, we're a black podcast," you're automatic. Okay, then we know who you.
But you're saying black podcasters can't be versatile.
No, I'm not. Absolutely, but once you immediately put that or label on it, right, but it automatically becomes, then you're trying to get these advertisers for this demographic.
If you are what you are, you don't have to let people know. You don't have to let them know who you are.
Right. I don't need to be put in a box.
I know. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if I could interview the same people Joe Rogan interviewed, and I could do that and still take pride in calling myself a black podcaster. I just feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so you gotta look at it like this: if you are it's like the same thing. It's like, how can I say it? It's like a dude that's 6'7" keeps saying, "Yo, I'm 6'7" this, I'm 6'7" that." We know you tall. We could see. We have eyes. We don't need you to announce 6'7" black man more coming in the room. But
there are rappers that say they're black, proud of saying they're black, and I've been to their concerts before, and it's totally diverse. The Chinese, the Arabs, the this, the that, the that. But they go around telling you they black. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, and I'm black, y'all.
All right, so listen. All I know is, and I'm looking at from, I don't have to listen. I don't know who I am. I don't have to say it all the time. Like, I don't think Robert Smith walks in when he closing deals and say, "Yo, I'm a black man. I'm about to close this deal. What's up?"
No, but when somebody calls him a black billionaire, he don't correct him.
Because you know why? Because he needs that representation.
What representation?
We need that representation of black billionaires. And you know what the problem is?
So what's wrong with having a representation of a black podcast? That's what I'm saying. If he could, I don't understand.
Because it's easier to be a black podcast than it is to be a black billionaire. That's why.
There's probably a billion podcasters
than
billionaires.
Okay, all right. So if there were 1 million black billionaires in the world, you would feel different because it's a plethora of them.
No, just because it feels like we're it's not I don't want to say even playing field, but like now it becomes a point where it's like before it was weird. Let's say back in let's say late 1800s, right? Mm-hmm. If you were a millionaire or black millionaire, that'd be obscure, correct?
Right, it would be unheard
now,
of.
how many black millionaires are there? So much that we don't need to call them black millionaires anymore, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. If the more that there are exposure or actual black people representing a certain thing, then you don't really have to put that label on it anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're saying if being a black podcaster was far-fetched,
Yeah, like
then you could go on here and be like, yeah, I'm a black podcaster.
Yeah, if we were going to stores and we wanted to buy mics and they'd be like, oh no, we can't. No, you can't buy a mic. No. We know what you're doing with that. Like
Yo,
that'd be different as opposed to.
you feel that way too.
No, I do.
You feel that way.
There's some of these things that do not need to be. And you know, it's funny because somebody, an old client, called me and they was like, "Yo, P, it's your fault because it was your studio that started all this bullshit." Like you do.
Well,
realize
are you supposed to turn people away?
Exactly.
Money is money.
No, I don't. I do see what he's saying is because like they needed some place to go.
Or you up here giving people hope. Like when it's over, you go, you guys are great. Now niggas think, oh shit.
I might have been guilty of that.
I
might have been guilty of that early on because I'm trying to get the clientele.
Oh, so you're using your powers for evil.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
Like I truly.
Yes, you are, my nigga. That's foul.
I truly believe like.
So you don't tell niggas the truth.
In the beginning, I didn't.
You do now?
Oh yeah, yes, 100%. Yo, we work. It's crazy to say this. As I'm on a podcast, I hate podcasts because it's like it's all cut from the same. Let me rephrase that. No, I do. I hate podcasts, not because of like everybody and their mom. It's like when everybody starts rapping. It's like, yo, bro, no, stop.
But
I'll give y'all credit
all
because
money.
Y'all came in when it was on the rise.
Right.
Y'all came in, what was it, 2018?
2018,
2019?
February 2019.
Right. When it was like this.
Yeah, when it was going.
And
right.
we were like, yo, this is
that's when everybody started.
That's when I was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. If you're starting one now, oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ.
Shit, you could start one now and be doing better than the niggas back then.
Once again, that all depends on what you, like I said, we could get to a whole soliloquy of what you're doing, and depending on what you're doing, like, great. But if I'll be honest, if you're a black podcast and your main premise is like getting your dick sucked and that's it, there's no substance to it, please just leave the mic, man. Just please, yo. Please, God. Like, and people have said, yo, you preach, you're somewhat to blame because you gave people an outlet to do it. Or you gave them a place to do it. And I'm like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do? It's a business, nigga.
No, studio's a studio. You shouldn't be out for that.
Look
if you up here telling niggas they got a future when they
I'll
don't,
ask y'all.
I'll
ask y'all. When 2019, how many podcast studios were there really? There might have been 4, 5.
Shit, I only know about the one we was going to.
There was like maybe 4. I know maybe 3, 4.
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. Now
recording studios
double. Oh my God!
Like, they double as that. Yeah.
It's like it's gotten. I looked at it one day. I blinked, and it was like, "Yo, now we're opening up a studio. Now we're opening up a studio. Now we're opening." People asking me, "Hey, Preach, how do you open up a studio?" Like, okay, cool. Like what? But
and it gets there. But you know.
But how the hell in this day and age, how the hell can you stand out now? Because I remember shout out to Wallow. He was he said this on his last joint and it stuck out to me. I think I sent it to you too. I didn't. He was saying, he was like, yo, he said the reason why they got to where they got is because it was the lane they took. And it was like they would they tried their target audience was the young niggas, giving the young niggas the game, blah, blah, blah. He said now it's like,
I wouldn't even say that.
He was like, now it's just like, he was just saying what you saying. It's like niggas is either belittling women, niggas ain't never had no bitches, blah blah. Niggas talk,
it's always
niggas talk shit about women for 2 hours, or he said it's just like the shit that niggas talk about now is played out.
It's like what the main media is doing now, where the woe is me white man, like that's the thing now. Like, oh my God, like it's an attack on white people and white men specifically. Like, and now their podcasts expressing, that's what that like multi-masculine shit is like the white man is being oppressed in a way. Like these new podcasts now, like the Andrew Tates and all that shit. I should be able to say whatever I say without being with any consequences, or this is too woke and I can't. It kind of goes in the same way where it's like, the black podcast is not necessarily like disrespecting women, but it's like, well, women say this, that, and the third, and I believe, boom, and my granddaddy did this, and my pops believed this, and da da da. And it's just that. It's just the whole like challenging of women in their stances. Rebuttals of nobody started an argument. Like you're rebuttaling something
like you literally in a mic.
Right.
It's just that
you're arguing with yourself.
This bitch said this, and now you think this bitch got a lot of nerve. You're gonna go at her for 35 minutes.
Right. So it's like that's the chain of it. Like, yo, the white man is oppressed, so they feel Tucker Carlson, real talk, can overtake Joe Rogan like that. If he really wanted to, fam, like that. If Tucker Carlson said, fuck that, I'm going to take my bread. He made millions at Fox News.
Yeah,
so
millions,
he could easily start his own network, and he could easily do his own podcast and start his own network. And the main premise of that network will be how wokeness is coming after the white man. Not in so many words, but if he said the attack on a classic America, like wokeness overtaking America, immediately he's going to do millions. He's going to do numbers. Millions. On top of that, he'll get guests just as much as Joe Rogan could get, and he'll be fucking out of here. And that's probably what he will do. Like that's probably what
I would assume Don Lemon would do it before him.
Don Lemon can't do it.
Why not?
Ain't Don Lemon gay?
Yes.
Yeah, but Don Lemon can't do it.
They say he was a piece of shit behind, like, I guess, off camera, and that's one of the things that led to the firing. Like, he was sexist.
The left
he was
does
sexist
not,
towards women, and he was a fucking diva and shit like that.
The left does not sell well. Democrats and left-wing shit does not sell. It doesn't do numbers.
You think a gay black man that was on CNN for 17 years ain't gonna do numbers?
No.
If he was a gay black man on Fox, it might work.
Right, but
we seen him get twisted on New Year's Eve.
No, because then here's the thing:
twisted Don Lemon.
Because unfortunately, then Don Lemon becomes in the pack of like Roland Martin. Roland Martin was on CNN. He was doing crazy things there, but
yeah.
Nah, he just ends up.
Gives you enough rope to hang yourself.
The problem is like it goes back to the demographics. Left wing shit. Their demographics. They don't sit down and watch TV like that. They go out to happy hours and they drink at bars and they go to brunches and they have
blacks.
No, just the left wing people, like Democrats, liberals,
left wing,
like
people.
liberals. Like they don't watch, like they don't watch news.
They're not locked in.
Fox News demographic are old, white, and like cops or ex-military. Exactly, and they keep that shit on in their house
all day.
Think about CBS on steroids.
CBS, you say?
Think about CBS. Remember, CBS is a channel that was dedicated to old white people.
That's true. Yep.
That's what Fox.
Oh, it was. Price is Right.
Yeah.
Bold and the Beautiful.
That's what.
Jake and the Fat Man.
As the world turns.
That
shit was definitely an old ass channel.
But that's not by default though.
Right.
Fox takes a stand and they tell you who they are. The way they speak to you, they speak as if
with
they were generals
codes.
in the army. And if you were in that military, paramilitary background, you resonate with that. You sign in with that. You tap in with that. CNN is more laid back. They might have somebody that's, a little bit more charming.
Right.
That's why Don Lemon used to get his shit off. Tucker Carlson.
No, he would challenge people.
But his approach before he even spoke to someone was charming. So it'll make it look like if you spoke to this person, you were being an asshole instead of the actual anchor being the asshole.
Because gays know how to do that.
I don't even know if it's got gays in them, but
yeah,
you see,
gays know how
that
to
filled
do
into the criteria though. That filled into the criteria. We have a black gay man. We done checked off two of the boxes. You know what I'm saying? And then we have a white woman that's maybe his co-anchor. That's another box. That's 3 minorities right there. Then we might sprinkle it around, bring in a little Asian correspondence, a little Latino correspondence. Now we got the YMCA and news going on. We don't need nothing else. As the Fox, they don't give a fuck who you are.
They know who they go. Yo, they lean in. They know who their demographic is. They lean into like their demographic. Once again, old, ex-military, business owners because they pay taxes and they know how much taxes are. Like they know that shit.
Whoever falls in and listen to that tax trap, that's for. I see that shit 5 times out of the week.
Right.
Where they just sit down and they lock in, and I'm talking about it's rhetoric on top of rhetoric on top of rhetoric, and they are spilling over, and they commercials are different. Like that's how you judge something.
Military coins, get us a new American coin. Like,
Flashlights,
I hate them
guns.
shit.
who the fuck is like? Well,
One of 300.
We're not buying that though. Who's buying that? The
One
old
of
guy.
three-
The
one of
old
300
The
patriotic
old guy,
quarter.
the old guy who owns a barn, who's been selling produce all his life.
Yeah.
His family's had generations of it. He's sitting there. He's sitting on money. He's cool, and he collects stuff that reminds him of America.
Yeah.
They buy that shit.
Yeah.
But it goes back to understanding demographics. As much as we hate as much as we hate racism, demographics play into it because you have to know who's buying your shit.
Right.
Whether you want to like it or not.
Right.
Reg is not going to go to fucking, he's not going to go to, let's say, White Plains. He's not going to if he could open up a store right now.
You're not gonna do it in Dykeman. That's what you're saying.
No. Actually, that's exactly what you should do at Dykeman.
Open up a store in Dykeman?
Yes, you would do it in Dykeman.
I'm just because this. The only reason why I said that is because Dykeman. Dykeman is Spanish niggas.
That's what I'm saying. But
You know what I'm saying?
But you only gotta understand the word Black Crown is not specifically made. for
African Americans, right?
No. I know that. However, we are the one. I'm not saying Spanish niggas don't buy it. I'm not saying white niggas don't buy it. I'm just by me being your friend. I don't. But I'm putting it to you like this. I don't see you with no white models. I don't see you with no Latino models.
I do have white models.
I've never seen it.
He's not. But
every single time I see you post something, the woman's been black.
His storefront's not going to be open in Port Chester. He shouldn't open it up in Port Chester.
Okay.
White Plains. You see what I'm saying? When there's, you ever seen those strips?
But if it's made for everybody, why?
No. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Stop.
So you gonna put it somewhere where you want to attract certain people?
Exactly. That's your demographic.
Nothing is made for everybody. Those boots on your feet was not made for you.
No.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's it. That's my argument right there. Nothing is made for everybody.
We turned it into our shit.
Gucci is not made for us.
No. And they'll tell you that shit.
Right. All them other stores is not made for us. You know how you know it's not made for you? Because just like how when fucking Oprah walked into that bitch, they didn't know who the fuck she was.
Right, exactly.
There's like, no, you can't afford it.
They said, you sure you want it?
They seen her with security guards, and I'm quite sure those security guards had to be of a certain height.
Right.
They may have been white or black.
Right.
They was wearing their uniform, dressed down, and you know that at a store like that, you know only people coming in there is people of importance.
And they still told that bitch no.
Exactly.
They still said, no, you can't afford it. Black
Right.
bitch, what are you doing here?
Right.
This is Oprah,
But
man.
I understand that.
And you know that's funny thing about it is, what we need to do too, get back to that billionaire status is this. Just because you're a billionaire, the race don't stop.
I know that.
There's country, you know that. There's countries, there's not even countries, there's companies that are 10 times what you are as one person.
Right.
So we need to embrace that and lean into that and say, you know what? This billionaire, he's not doing it by sports, he's not doing it by entertainment, he's doing it by real estate, he's doing it by this business.
That's another thing. Yeah, he's 100%. We got to diversifying the black billionaires too. Because if billionaires are either our billionaires is Oprah Entertainment, LeBron Sports, Jay-Z Entertainment. Like, where is the
businessmen? Where's the business billionaires?
Where's the 15 black business billionaires that made it from real estate?
Right.
I don't know how many there are. I don't even know if they are.
You know what I'm saying?
Until that happens, then it's gonna be, that's a black billionaire.
Yeah.
But
So it matters how we get our money.
It does matter.
No, I'm asking you. I'm not saying.
No, it does matter. That nigga will tell you. You know how many conversations dudes be
100%.
having all the time? Some funny conversation. Yo, would you suck dick for $1 billion?
Right.
Yes, I suck dick for $1 billion. You know the next question somebody gonna ask you after you got that $1 billion?
How you got the $1 billion?
money?
Look what Chris Rock said. Chris Rock was like, yo, I live next to Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z, boom, boom, boom. My white neighbor's a dentist.
He's a dentist. I remember that.
And that's to show you. All that rapping in studio time, you still next to a dentist.
He's
and you don't even, no one glorifies dentistry. That's not even a word I'm using.
Right.
No one glorifies an orthodontist. No one glorifies that. You know what I'm saying? They tell you go to school to be a doctor, lawyer. Everybody tell you go be an orthodontist. And that's where the money is at. And then everything is levels, and there's levels to this ecosystem. So if you look to your right, and you see this person, look to your right, you see that person, you know there's someone above you. There's another person above you. That's why when you say a billionaire, all we think about is that those 9 zeros. What happened to the 10 zeros and the 11 zeros? The George Soros, the fucking Larry Ellisons, the fucking Steve Ballmers. Dumb
niggas, that's
where
different
it's
money.
at.
That's different money, bro. Even like, I don't even think Damon John, shout out to him. He's worth millions. He's not Mark Cuban.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's not Mark Cuban. I love Damon John from Queens, millionaire, made it from football. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
like, he's the greatest.
He doesn't own the sports team.
But he's not, exactly. And I don't even think he could afford it. Like, Magic Johnson can't buy a sports team on his own. He needs a group. You know, and he's a billionaire.
You know they said
he's in the group too. He's in the group that's in the
they said on the headline
him?
about that? Mm-hmm. They said 76ers
co-owner, right.
Puts in a bid with.
Right.
So this is the hamburger and Magic is just the cheese.
Yeah. Magic they're like, yo, it's Magic.
Magic is the token black guy in that sale. Basically.
So you got to understand the optics and everything. You got to understand.
Alex Rodriguez too. He owns the
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, bro. Like he's not majority owner. That's why what Michael Jordan is like. That's a very rare. That's why Jordan is Jordan. That's very, very
for a black person
rare
to be the majority owner.
To be majority owner of a sports team.
Do you think he should give up switching subjects?
I know he's here because I know he's thinking about selling his
Do you think he should?
I thought he did already.
No. Do you think he should give it up?
That's it. I can't tell a billionaire how to spend his money, bro.
I think he should give. I think he should give it up only because from a sports perspective, he's disinterested. He's checked out of that fucking team.
So you got to.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to get.
He's checked out of. But I believe by him being so passionate about basketball, I think I feel. I don't know. I feel he feels that way too. Like he could keep. He could keep the team and keep generating revenue. But for the most part, he's
don't think he's good for life?
He's checked out of that fucking
but look,
team.
This is what I'm saying. That's the fan in you. That's the selfish part of you, right? So that's this conversation. The higher level conversation that needs to be had actually is the optics and why he would even entertain such a move. Because, quote unquote, culturally wise, he's a good example for a kid that doesn't know any better. He's a good example for a kid that does not know how to play basketball but wants to be in the NBA. He's a good example for somebody else that say, you know what, I don't have to play sports, but I can own a team. That's what his example is for. He may not admit to it, but he's good for that. He's also good for leverage in terms of you don't actually have to give that shit away. You could just throw that shit out there just to see what people are going to say. Sometimes it could just be a fake out, just to assess your value.
Just get an evaluation.
And your public perception. You know what I mean? That's the things that we need to look at when we need to stop thinking or try to think on a bi-level way. Like, okay, I'm thinking as a fan, now let me think as an owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we could think on those dual levels, it'll be great for us because now we get to explore more. Now you get to get into the critical thinking phase where it's like, damn, I get it. My fans gonna say, I'm tanking the team, I'm hurting the team. But this is what you hire general managers for. This is what you hire other people for. He doesn't have to be around for the daily operations.
But he wants to, because that's the competitor in him. He wants to. Obviously,
we don't know. We don't know.
Some owners just want to own a team. Some owners want to compete for a championship. Some owners are invested, like the Steve Ballmers.
Some owners are just like.
Some owners are invested.
What's the overhead? What's the end? What's the end profit? Cool. I'm going to my island.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I hire a general manager, and that's why the general manager, you here with the head coach and players, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but a lot of teams are fucking just managerial carousels. You fire the nigga the next year because this, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
this shit ain't working.
That's what sports
Coach,
is, right?
I understand, but I understand that him being in sports, he knows him being in sports for the amount of years and winning the championships and being competitive. He knows what it takes.
And this is why I fucks with James Dolan.
He knows what it takes.
Why the fuck would I give up a cash cow to appease a fucking person?
Yeah, he would not. Yeah, like that.
He's not gonna do it. But no, the beef that the sports fan had with James Dolan is he ain't doing shit to make. He's not really doing shit to make the team better.
That's on you.
That's your opinion.
When the Forbes comes out,
Because when he hired Phil Jackson, everybody was on board. Everybody wanted Phil Jackson, right? When he hired Phil, they had the whole big sign. Everybody was like, "Yo, we got Phil Jackson. Oh man, he's about to change the team." Phil Jackson was in a different spot. He was like, "Yo, I'm."
People hated Phil Jackson because they didn't want to run that fucking triangle, and that's what everybody kept saying.
After the
or
fact,
one end. No, what you mean? Niggas knew that going in.
That was after.
This shit has been implemented everywhere Phil Jackson is going. It wasn't on after the fact. They knew it. And this is why nobody signed there, because they didn't want the triangle shoved down their throat. Pause. This is why they couldn't get a free. This is why they could not get a free agent signing. They knew what it was. Whoever the coach was.
Let me ask you a question. think about this. Remove yourself from being a sports fan and look at it like this. I may have one of the lowest salary caps in the whole league. No one wants to play here, but we sell out every night. And then when Forbes come up with the valuation, we are top 5 every time. Is that hurting me or hurting you? Who's it really hurting? Because I'm giving y'all shit and I'm still top 5.
And I'm still selling out.
I'm still top 5.
When the Knicks was shit, they were still selling out.
Because
that's corporate money.
They're going to continue to sell out. The Yankees are going to be the same. The Yankees are going to be the same way, no matter.
So what does that tell you?
I don't think so.
They play.
So what does
I'm
that?
telling you what I know. Even when they play the Royals, my nigga,
No,
they be
I'm
outside. The only game they're
Have you
outside
seen-
for is the Wednesday games at 1 o'clock when people gotta go to work. Yeah, those is not selling out. But the fucking Thursday night game at 7:30, that shit is packed the fuck out.
If the Yankees are not good,
There's been plenty of years the Yankees wasn't
they
good.
will not come to the games. That's one thing George Steinbrenner knew.
I'm-
If the Yankee, because that history, the New York Yankee fan is so spoiled and such. Like, I'm
How
a
can they
Yankee
be
fan.
spoiled? They ain't won that since what, 09?
Once again, but they win. They go
Yeah.
to the playoffs. They have a chance every year. That's all Yankee fans are like.
That's the same thing with the Knicks fans. The Knicks fans just won a fucking chance.
No, but they don't make the playoff. They don't make the playoffs as often as the Yankees do.
And
Okay.
the teams be bad. I'm talking about
And bad, like
But
to
you
the
can't
point
tell
where
me you can't tell me to remove myself from being a sports fan because that's who continues to go out to the game to sell them out. The diehard sports fan, whether you're a celebrity or not,
And
they
you know what?
continue
And
to
you know
go.
what? And me as
The
a-
Lakers been bad, nigga. Staples was selling out.
And me as an owner and Jenny Buss as an owner, when we sit down in our lounges and we kick our feet up and we smoke our cigars and we sip the finest of the finest, we thank you for going out there, working at 9 to 5, doing those doubles, those triples, just so you could buy that one fucking ticket to fund my lifestyle.
and spend $30 on that burger
Thank you.
and beer.
Thank you.
Like I think in certain instances.
So you
the
think
Knicks
they don't
are-
care
the
when
Knicks
they have
are-
a star player that? So you think they don't care if they have a star player that wants to go?
Not a fucking chance.
So you think the Lakers wouldn't give a fuck if they lost LeBron?
Oh no, of course they would. First of all, like
No. I'm telling you. Listen what?
Listen. I'm going off of the New York Knicks example. New York Knicks ain't been good. They may be all right now, but they always gonna end in the same thing: crash and fucking burn. And y'all gonna be at the fucking
Yes, the
draft
Garden's
party,
going to continue to sell out.
booing. Y'all buy tickets to go to the motherfucking draft to see somebody get their name called, and they have this grandeur of delusion
they
of
rely on
going up
hope.
there saying, "Oh, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. We're gonna be this, we're gonna be that." That's sports.
Yeah.
That's not reality. Sport, you gotta understand. Basketball is a form of entertainment. Entertainment is a business.
And baseball is not necessarily that entertaining. Why do you think
Right.
they're doing so many rule changes to it? That's
No,
why
I
I
know
think.
that. They're
That's
trying
why I
to-
think that if the Yankees sucked, people wouldn't go because the kids would get bored.
Yeah.
You really go to bring your kids, and they want
You
to.
bring-
They
you
want
bring
to
your
see
kid-
Aaron Judge.
You bring your kids to
then-
a baseball game, they want to see a nigga hit a home run,
Right,
whether it's
right.
a home team or away
No,
team.
that's not true.
Yeah.
If they do not, Yankee fans do not like watching the Yankees lose.
No, I know that. No, yeah.
But if they don't have any prime player, if they don't have nobody, let's say the New York Yankees had the Pittsburgh Pirates roster, they're not selling out. They're not selling out.
Not in the daytime.
People would no,
People
they
going
would
to the
not.
night games.
They would
I'm
not.
telling
Those
you.
night games that you're
They
talking
go to the
about.
night
They
games.
would,
Those
and
night-
those. Well, have you watched those night game crowds?
Yes.
They are
That's why
not-
I'm telling you what I'm telling
Not
you.
every seat is filled up.
And those night games that you're talking about is more so for business deals. Those are
Yeah.
those are business deals. Mad business deals be happening.
Same thing with like.
So the
yeah,
Knicks don't have business deals?
No, it's less seats.
Yeah, I know. But no, we're just talking about the sellout factor.
Yeah.
But you're talking about every ass in that seat ain't a fucking
ass-
fan.
No.
That's what. All right, then that's what I'm
But
saying.
the Knicks gonna sell out regardless.
Regardless.
That's what I'm saying. If I had to bet,
And there's
Knicks-
less games.
Knicks is gonna be top 10 without anybody, no top 10 player, and they're gonna be top 10 business wise. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about you putting no basket in no hoop, how much you dropped here or not. At the end of the day, I'll give a fuck about ticket sales and how much we made off of concessions and revenue. That's
it.
all I want
That's
to know
it.
about. Don't
And-
tell me about who dropped 55.
And
guess
these
what?
and these network deals.
The person that dropped 55, I pay them, so
Right,
they're
I-
doing
no,
their
I
job.
understand that. There are certain teams
If I'm
that's
doing a
gonna-
bad job if you don't come to see my team lose. That's my job. My job is to get you in here and keep you in here for the next 3 hours, entertain you, give you a sense of hope, and take all your money from you. I'm gonna overprice this water by a three times markup. Everything in here is going to be 3X, 5X, and 4X. And you want to come and see the players after the game? Give me that. My job is to take all your money out your pockets. That's what my job is. I could care less how you feel or who should be moved or who should not be moved. Why? Because you still going to come here. You're going to come here faithfully. This is your drug. I am your pusher. Come get your fix. I'm here for it. That's what it is. And that's the part I like. I like to see how a dude make money. A dude can say, yo, I'm going over here saying boss XYZ. I'm going to be out of here for the next 2 months. He come back, his money is there. Here you go, sir. That's what I like to see. That's residual income without you even having to wink an eye, bat an eye. That's dope. That's a flex. That's a flex right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're struggling right there, man. You're struggling right there.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you were talking a little shit earlier about
No, shit. Leg go up, leg
Oh,
go up.
stop. Cut it out. Nah, you already stressed. Cut it out.
You want the other one? No, I had to sit up in the chair.
Stop.
I had to sit up in the chair.
Stop.
It's nothing. I dare any of you niggas do this shit right now.
Oh, man.
But no. I hear everything you guys are saying. And you're right. The teams in New York, the Giants, the Jets, the Yankees, the Mets, the Islanders, the Rangers, playoffs or not, New York is just one of them sports teams where they go down with the ship. Now every city is not like that. And this is why owners sell teams. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4 people go to that game. The Minnesota Twins. Lord knows how many people to go to
Look
that.
At the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays have been one of the best teams in the last 5.
Like and that stadium is always fucking empty.
Like there's nobody there.
Raymond James Stadium was packed out when Tom was there.
Oh, of course.
Packed out when Tom was there. Right. So you do have the star factor in certain cities, and then you just have fucking diehard sports people that just come out for their team.
I mean, when you talk about different leagues,
every city is different.
It all changes. I think the sport itself also dictates it. Basketball, you're playing 41 games. Baseball, you're playing 80 games. You're playing over 80 games.
You talking about home?
Yeah, home games.
Oh,
you're
home,
playing
80, yeah.
Football, you're playing 8. So you want a ticket. 1, 2, you may think your team is trash. You still want to go to a football game because it's still, that shit is Teflon. The game, and you just never know either with sometimes. Like, you may think your team is trash. They might win their first 4 games. You're like, yo. And they might give up the next 12, whatever. But there's just something about football like, yo, there's something about going to a game regardless. New York Jets always sell out.
Yeah, I know.
Giants always sell out. They might suck, but people still go to the games.
It's the same with the
matter of fact, they double dip in the NFL or in certain NFL stadiums because they do PSL.
The same with the Knicks. I know diehard Mets fan that'll go to the doubleheader games, the one at 1 and the one at 7:45. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just have certain cities where people just they like I said, they want to see their team. Every city is different. The Oakland A's ain't making no money. This is why they want to move to Vegas.
Right.
Oakland ain't making jack shit. You could probably call every fan in that stadium and thank them for coming to the game. That's how less it is, bro. You could probably call every fan and
Bob,
thank them, yo.
we just
we just want to let you know, man. Good looking, yo.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Good looking, my nigga. New York is
my
just,
G.
you know what I'm saying? How you
got home safe?
Yeah.
Cool.
How you say you want to go to say Boston, but every owner don't got that luxury, my nigga. No. Some owners is out here fucking struggling. They not making a profit, and it goes back to that age-old.
Listen.
Right.
I would never say an owner is struggling.
But like I said,
they may be struggling on a different level, as the way they may not be able to eat fucking caviar and shit, but they not struggling.
Well, okay. That source of income ain't making no profit.
Yes, it is.
That's all perspective.
That's all. First of all, being a sports owner is a big boy game.
Of course.
All right. That's all that is old men trying to show them who dick bigger, who money longer. That's all what baseball is. That's all what owning a sports franchise is. That's it. Fuck all that other shit. Half of the time, the reason why they moving is because they holding the city hostage. Because they want to get a new car. They want to get a new stadium.
Yeah, they want to get a new stadium.
Right.
They want to do
and
that.
Guess who pays for that stadium?
The taxpayer.
Good.
Sometimes they try to take the lottery money.
Stop it. even if they take the lottery money, that's still taxpayers' money.
Very rare.
They don't buy their stadiums.
Very rare that
they get land grants, they get fucking land abatements, and they get bonds.
Yeah, but you want but you want that new stadium because number one, your stadium been there for 75 years. You want stir fry shit, and then number two, you want
about that stadium.
You want a new stadium to attract the people. This is why the Bears want to get a new stadium. They would say fuck Soldier Field. They want something with a dome over it, so niggas go. And this is where Buffalo is gonna fuck up. I don't know why they getting this new $1 billion stadium with no fucking roof over it. I don't know why.
Nigga,
that's stupid. But Soldier Field, they trying to be done with that shit. Yo, this shit do not bring the people out. Interactive stadiums bring the people out. You want to put ass in the stands? You got to pay for it. You can't shortchange that shit. I mean, shortcut that shit.
Here come the critical thinking. Now we build this motherfucking dome. All the people that used to come here and shovel the fucking snow and all that other shit, they out of jobs. Where does that happen now? What happens now to them?
But now you can have concerts in the wintertime. Them people, you can find other things for them to do.
There is, they got the University of Buffalo, right? They got mad stuff, they got other outlets in Buffalo, and Buffalo does not have the demographic like that. That's why they only have one sports team to draw that crowd. They're not getting crowds like that for fucking Celine Dion and Janet Jackson and all that other stuff. They're not doing it.
No, because they don't have an arena. Janet Jackson ain't selling out. I'm talking about the people that sell out the stadiums, the Taylor Swifts, the Weekends.
They're in Buffalo. There's a stadium in Buffalo for all that.
Yes, but
the University of Buffalo's up there. There's other stuff.
No, they're not going there. They don't hold that. The University of Buffalo doesn't. I'm talking about the mega stars that need an arena. And what I'm saying is they cannot use that arena all year round because they don't have a roof.
Like that.
But you don't know that.
They know that. That's why they ain't not fighting for that shit.
Yo. I think if they had a roof, they could utilize that shit.
You don't think every fucking football stadium, baseball stadium needs a fucking retractable roof?
Do they need it?
They doing that shit for a reason. Sometimes they put it in this provision. In order to get this fucking stadium, this union has to be employed. This union has to do this job. This person has to be there. It's job security. Rebuild your fucking stadium and we get this retractable roof. What's gonna happen to my union workers now? What they gonna do? The niggas that do the snow plowing, what they gonna do? Everything has a trickle-down effect. So the economics that comes down for all that $1 billion shit, it has to go somewhere. The people got to eat. It may not be the most logical thing, because yes, if you're playing a sport and we have the technology, why not build the fucking roof? But here's what happens when we build this fucking roof.
Nigga, the people that supply the snow, the people that take care of the field. There ain't no fucking. You think it's you think they get people that take care of the grass and then they get other people? No, nigga, it's the same motherfuckers out there shoveling that motherfucking junk.
More than likely,
the same nigga that drive the Zamboni drive the snowplow, nigga. It may not be. This ain't no shit. What you mean it may not be? Them niggas be out there. First of all, it ain't no technology to win them shovel snow. They shovel the snow sideways, this way, that way. This way, that way. The same niggas that put the top down when it rain, and it's the same person. It's the same person. They're not going out to get. You saying it like, yo, well, if the snowplow, you can't outsource somebody to. No, nigga, it's the same niggas. Them niggas go in the utility closet and get that shovel, fam.
I'm telling you, it might be this certain.
You ain't. What I'm trying to tell you, you ain't putting nobody out of a job. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe not.
Get that roof. You get that roof. Utilize your arena to the maximum extent you could do it, and throw shit in there all year round. Whether it's the monster truck rally, the fucking circus, concert, I don't give a fuck what it is, nigga. You got a roof, you can use that shit any fucking time.
That's for you.
Anytime.
They ain't trying to have all them motherfuckers in there all year round.
Shit. Who don't like money?
Hey.
That's just me. Who don't like money?
No.
Real quick, I got and funny. It's funny that we talked about this because I actually have a SMS segue on what we was talking about. Wealth reported that New York has more millionaires than anywhere else on the planet. It says New York City is the world's millionaire capital with nearly 1 million millionaires living here. According to the report, to be in the top 1% in New York City, you need to earn $1.55 million. Despite a slight decrease in New York's millionaire population in 2018, it remains the top city for millionaires, with Tokyo coming in second place and Los Angeles coming in third. Guys, what the fuck are we doing wrong?
I don't even think it's that. I just think it's
we living around them. What are we doing wrong?
I mean, you always got to realize how they got it, though. I mean, there's always a generational thing. It's always like, yo, well, things get handed down. Like, I don't think it's anything we aren't doing per se. I just think it's sometimes, there's more in the numbers than just the numbers. It's like, okay, well, how did they get there? How did they make their millions?
Everybody ain't getting passed down money. Some niggas is out here getting it out the money.
They're not giving out deals for dick sucking for $1 million.
No, why you keep bringing up sucking dick for $1 million? That's the second time you did that.
They're not doing it.
You saying that that's the deal I'm looking for? Is that what you trying to imply that or something? You trying to imply like, dude say, I don't know what you're talking about, but they ain't giving out dick sucking. Like, nigga, what? Like, why you keep saying that?
Oh man.
I think he's trying to tell. I think that's to me. I think he's trying to tell me, yo,
Trying to figure
you ain't.
out where the money coming
That's
from.
crazy.
It's not coming from that.
Yo, like I don't understand. Like you thinking I'm looking for $1 millionaire's dick to suck? Yeah, just say it. Just say it, bro. Like, what the fuck is
I don't
going
know
on?
what you're into.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You act like you do.
I don't know what you're into.
This
sir.
nigga thinks
I don't know what you're into.
He's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna go to the corporation to take the black dollars. I'm gonna suck the first millionaire's dick for $1 million. What's
Yo,
next?
What's happening right now?
I did
Yo,
not say none of that stuff.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Damn. Also, so you just need a hot 1.55 million. That's all you need.
Hot 1.5.
A hot
It's
1.55
weird, man. I
million.
swear to God, man. Like, I've made like 100 and lived comfortably. Like,
You made 100,000 to live on?
Yeah, and I've been alright. Like, I could live comfortably with that.
This nigga got T-shirts on the website for like, how much was that? 5,000?
Oh, so man,
Yo, this nigga, a plain black. When I went on that shit and saw it, I said, oh, this nigga is crack.
I will say though that it is a fact. The more money you get, the more expenses you have,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
absolutely.
And so I just.
I don't know. I think
it
poor
comes
people
down
got
to-
more expenses for some reason. I don't know.
Huh?
I think it comes down to your spending habits. That's all.
Yes, I think that's true. Because I don't.
It has nothing. I think you can make a certain amount of money without going overboard, but the nuances of having new money, having this disposable income,
Right.
and the way we are trained to just spend and acquire junk creates those expenses that you now feel that you're being overwhelmed, or you feel like you're now living still paycheck to paycheck. Because just because you get more money don't mean you got to get more expenses.
Right.
Don't mean that you got to go upgrade your car and all
Right.
that other stuff.
I'm good.
Don't mean that you
I'm
got to
good with my
go.
Accord.
Yeah, like don't mean that you got to go fucking. Oh, I got more money now. Let me go buy this Bentley. No, you don't need that, because you're gonna put yourself still back on that same level. That's like sometimes I tell people like, yo, y'all moving out of New York to go work at Walmart in Atlanta. That's the same shit.
Cost of living is different.
It's the same, bro.
Cost
You gotta understand,
the cost of living is different. This is why, because I spoke to a cousin of a cousin, and he was telling me how he do the scaffold work in North Carolina, but he said he only make $19 an hour. And I said, bro, niggas out here making 26, 27, between 27
but the
30.
expenses
He
are
was like,
cheaper there.
is that right? And but I didn't understand it, so he had to break it down to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, niggas in New York is getting
The
28 for that.
electric
He was
bill-
like, cost of living is different.
High electric bill for them might be $70, $80.
Yeah, yeah.
Where for us, our high electric bill is $150, 200.
And that's when he had, because I didn't know, because when I heard
once
that,
again,
I'm just
that
like,
comes down to
I thought he was getting robbed.
That's
You
what
know
that
I'm
comes
saying?
down to your
Yeah.
needs, though. It's like, okay, you're making this, you're making just enough
Right.
to survive. It's
Right.
the same difference. He may be at that scale, but let's say just it's all relative.
Restaurants are different out there.
Yeah,
like you're not
somebody-
paying.
Restaurants, them niggas making
They
$1.
go to Outback all day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but the
Shit like
server's
that.
making $1. Server
Yeah.
making $2. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like he's lucky to be in where he's doing. You just say he's doing scaffolding.
Yeah, scaffolding on construction shit. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's construction. That's the equivalent of probably him being a fucking working for MTA or something out here.
Yeah, so,
Right.
But it's all the same. It's all the same struggle.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
The new perspective is everything looks new because you're out of town. You're starting off with a clean slate, but eventually you're gonna fall into those things like what Preacher's talking about, where you getting more money and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you want to do something extravagant.
Well,
You wanna do
My
something
Accord is cool, but I could really go for a Benz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah, that
and-
Benz is like $700, $800 a month now.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Whoa.
And-
That insurance is now it's $400 a
Right.
month.
Now you back to
Now you back to the same love ratio
Yeah.
of spending
And that's what it is, it's the
making as you
ratio.
were before.
right.
yeah. Now this is a good part, and I want to touch on something before we get out of here, right? I want, like, Reg, you know I love you. You're one of my best friends in the world. I need you to stop lying to the American people.
What I lie about now.
Or the American, I don't know, European, Australian, wherever you watch us and listen to us at. I'm not even gonna say American people.
Well, I lie
You stop
about
lying to the people. I need you to stop. No, I'm not even gonna say lie. I mean, you need to stop being full of shit. See, sometimes this nigga, I think sometimes I think you have. I don't understand. Like sometimes you just forget I'm your friend
Right.
or some shit like that. The man just said, he said, hey, talking about, yo, live within your means, you don't have to upgrade your car.
Oh, here we go.
This nigga, come on, man.
Wow.
He forgets it. First of all, I know the first thing he's going to do when he gets some money. I'm letting you know right now. First of all, he's going to go buy the most expensive aviator glasses he could find. That's one. Number two, this nigga's going to have a whole nother bill, but not the kind of bill you think. He's going to have a champagne bill. What I mean by a champagne bill,
Rose.
this nigga, yo, he will build us. He will build the whole entire shelf. He will have, yo, it'll be rose like that. Brr, brr, brr. It's going to be, I'm telling you, this nigga Rose, I'm telling you, his bar will be all rose. And he'll pride himself on that. He'll call it the Rose bar. He'll advertise it that way. He'll have the bitches over. I'm telling you, he's going to do all that. He's going to upgrade the car. So don't even believe him on that. He's going to upgrade the car. He might even put.
Well, what's the upgrade? What do you have? What are you driving now? Or you don't want to say on? You don't want to say on that?
No, tell him. He getting money. Go ahead, say it.
I just drive a Benz. That's it.
Look. You see him preach? You see him preach? Look. And this is the thing. Yo, preach.
I drive an Accord. Now
you understand where I'm coming from.
No.
Now you understand. See, everybody be thinking I be bugging. Everybody want to think like, yo, chill. You be going in on reds. Fuck that, man. Y'all not this nigga friend like I'm this nigga friend.
If I had to do it over again, I would not buy it.
It's too late. You bought it, nigga. So now what? Look, he gets some money. He's gonna upgrade that car. That's one.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? The clothing, obviously the clothing's still gonna be there. He's not gonna stop selling clothes. That's what he do.
The price is only supposed to go up.
Yeah, that's what he do.
But
I'm telling you what he gonna do when he get the money. He's gonna have a rose bar. He's gonna go buy a stupid expensive pair of aviation glasses. He gonna fucking
But that's it. That's not a residual. That's not.
Tell you something.
Other than the car, that's something. All right, now his monthly bill is gonna increase.
His champagne bill is gonna be insane. He's gonna keep buying it. And the trips. The trips.
Oh, it's all on him,
nigga.
It's all on him now.
Nigga,
all on him.
We're gonna go to South Africa, right? We're gonna get like the 20-bedroom mansion in South Africa. He's gonna go in the balcony of the master bedroom, butt naked, with these expensive ass glasses.
And he's gonna pet a giraffe with
champagne and 2 glasses, and he's gonna look up at the side and he's gonna go, "There's no such thing as a humble flex." I'm telling you what he's gonna do. So people, no matter where you live, the medicine he put in the candy is Coke. Okay? This nigga here, telling you, man, I'm telling you what I know. This man has been my friend for some time now. He's not my day one. We ain't come out the sandbox together, but I love him dearly. And yeah, basically, I felt like I known him all my life. But he bullshitting y'all, yo. He bullshitting y'all. That's all I got to say. This nigga be on some bullshit.
Chilling, man. I'll be chilling.
Heard you.
Minor upgrade, same person.
Minor. I'm Duce Dom, man.
Minor upgrade, same flex.
I'm Duce Dom, man. And I'm the same nigga with the money, just like I'm gonna be the same nigga without the money.
Fuck out of here.
No, you're not.
All right, good night, y'all. All right, it's been real.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut that shit. Turn your mic off. Turn your mic off, Don Lemon.
Yeah, Don. Yeah, fuck out of
What
here.
Don Lemon says, good night in America.
Yeah, right. Cut it out. No.
Same nigga with the money.
Don Lennon.
I can imagine your trips. Oh my God.
Don Lennon and Tucker Carlson. Y'all be all right. Y'all tough, right? Until next time, y'all be good to yourselves. Peace.
Yes.